What's up, everybody? This is Coach MJ, the coaching connoisseur, and I want to welcome you to our continuation of our power series. We are on part 4, and today we're going to be talking about harnessing the power of poise. And so, if you've missed the first 3 parts of this series, go back and watch those videos as well, because there's going to be a lot of content there that you want to get. But today we're going to be talking about harnessing the power of poise and how you can learn to present yourself in such a way that your message will reach exactly the people that you are trying to reach, to possibly draw them into your coaching universe, your high ticket coaching empire as ideal clients. So just to level set, the definition of poise that I am talking about right now is basically that way that you carry yourself, your bearing, your manner, how you are, an extension of your personal and your business brand as well. Because if there's anything that we have learned from current or recent events, things that we've seen in the media, things that we've seen on television, on news clips, whatever that is, and just even in our personal lives, is that people can influence or direct people in pretty much any direction they want to if they know how to frame their message the right way and how to carry themselves in a certain way. And when you are in the high ticket coaching space, you're not dealing with penny ante folk, right? You're not dealing with folk that are looking for something for nothing. You're not looking for people who are always looking for a deal or a handout or a fast, something easy, right? You're dealing with people who are willing to invest in themselves. You will be dealing with clients who are willing to put their money where their mouth is. You are dealing with people who are ready to solve major problems right now. And they need to know for a fact that you can help them to get there if they follow the things that you tell them to do. And so we're going to talk about a few characteristics. This is not an all-inclusive list. However, these are some of the main kind of ways that you need to be poised when you are out in this marketplace presenting yourself as a high ticket coach, helping people solve major problems. And the first one is that you need to exude certainty. What do I mean by certainty? I'm talking about confidence. I'm talking about not only knowing what you know, but it's not just about knowing what you know, because a lot of people know, they're an expert in things, but when you hear them talk about it or when you see them presenting themselves, you don't get the feeling that they can do what they say they're going to do, right? There are people that you've probably seen them. Maybe there are businesses that you patronize or used to patronize, but then they came across a certain way and they seemed like they were unsure. And it made you feel like in the back of your mind, well, they're not certain about it. Like, for example, if you went to a doctor and they were like, yeah, looks like you need surgery. I think I can do it. Seems like it's something that I read in a textbook in med school. I think we can do it. You would probably run for the hills, right? If they seemed like they were, well, I think I can do it. Maybe they weren't exuding that certainty. They weren't poised with a certainty. You need a doctor who says what they mean and means what they say. And here's what's crazy. If they, the doctor in this example, say it a certain way, you believe it. People routinely believe whatever doctors say, even on topics that they are not an expert on. So even when doctors speak on things that they are not an expert on, just in other areas of life, people believe them because they are used to speaking and exuding confidence and certainty in what they do. So people tend to believe they know what they're talking about. The same thing is true of attorneys. The same thing is true of politicians a lot of times. Now, of course, we also might be poised to think they're trying to trick us or lie to us. But in general, people believe politicians. That's how they get into office, because they speak with a level of certainty. But it's not even just about speaking. It's also a way that you carry yourself with confidence and certainty. You have to do that. Why? Because the majority, if not every single client that you get as you build your 6 or 7 figure coaching empire is going to be a stranger. It's going to be a person you have never met before. And if you don't make a good, not only first impression, but continuing impression, when you're out there in the marketplace and people are seeing you over and over and finding out who you are and getting closer and closer to reaching out to you, whether it's after one presentation or whether it's after many times you've presented yourself in the marketplace, they need to know that you are certain. Does that mean that you are perfect? No. Does that mean that there are not people that present themselves with certainty who don't know what they're doing or who are going to screw some things up? Absolutely. However, if you don't come in there with certainty, there is not one person that's likely to beat down your door begging to work with you unless they are doing it in spite of how you're presenting yourself because they're so desperate for a solution to whatever problem it is you solve. So you want to present yourself with the utmost of certainty. And going along with that certainty is another piece of it, and that is class. You want to carry yourself with class. Now, we all know people that we refer to as classy. A lot of us ladies, we call ourselves classy. I'm classy, I'm grown, da, da, da. Want to make sure that you are thinking about class from the perspective of what we're talking about right now. And again, it kind of goes along with that certainty that you would exude, but it's a kind of a high quality, elegant way about yourself. And I'm not talking about how you dress necessarily, although people are not going to line up to invest with you when you look like you just got out of bed, when you're sitting, just in random places, looking any kind of way and saying, I can solve your problem, invest $5,000 and I can get you there. It does not mean that because you may not look classy or carry yourself in a classy way that you can't solve their problem. But we're talking about having the ability to draw the people you want to work with into your kind of ecosphere and figure out which ones you want to work with and get them to invest with you. We tend to, first of all, our businesses are a reflection of who we are. And we also tend to attract to ourselves who we are. We can fight against that, or we can just let it be true and go ahead and work with it. And I'm the type that if something's true, I'm not going to fight it. I'm going to work with it because I want the outcome. I want to be successful. And so people will look at you and make certain judgments. Doesn't mean that you have to always be dressed to the nines. Not necessarily, but you always need to be dressing with class. And not only talking about what you are wearing as far as clothing, but just the way, kind of your demeanor. And again, the way you are poised needs to be classy. Why? You're telling people that this is a top shelf type of experience to get you from A to Z, get you from where you're stuck to the result that you can get them to, whether it's in health, whether it's in wealth or relationships, whatever your area of expertise is, or if it's some area of personal development, you're telling them, don't go to the cheap guys, don't go the cheap route, invest in a top tier experience, invest in something classy. And if you don't exude that, they're going to be like, she might know what she's talking about, but it's not worth all that. I don't think she's going to actually give me the experience that she's describing. Everything needs to be, and it's going to go to our next thing, congruent. Everything needs to be lined up with, your brand needs to be lined up. What you're saying, how you're saying you're going to do it, and how you present yourself all needs to match. So you need to have congruency with your message, your productized service, and the way you interact with people all needs to be the same. I don't often see this, but every once in a while I will see some type of guru or somebody will drop through my news feed claiming all these great results, but they look like they just rolled out of bed, or they look like they are just kind of not taking it seriously, right? They look like like they just throwing something together and just giving it a go and seeing if it works. Now, that could be a part of the audience that they're trying to reach. Maybe the people they're trying to reach are super informal, and there's nothing wrong with being informal, but I still think that you can have a congruency between your message that you are a high ticket coach, the way you provide your services, and the way you carry yourself. You can have a congruency behind all those things and still be casual if you want to, or less formal, I guess I should say. And if you don't know exactly what that is, you need to decide or start to look at, what do you look for when you are looking for people to help you on this journey, as you're looking for somebody to show you how to build a high ticket coaching business, which is why you're watching this video. What are the traits you look for? You need to mirror that in what you're doing. Now, let me give you one disclaimer. It just came to mind. I'm not talking about going out here and giving a false image of who you are. Nothing hits worse than somebody being fake out here, for example, pretending like they're rich and posing with, going to rent cars and posing with them, pretending like it's their vehicle and all of that. That kind of stuff is icky. Like, I like to use these little virtual backgrounds just because it's a part of me envisioning places I would love to be right now. But, COVID is kind of limiting the way I can move around. But I'm not acting like I'm literally in this place behind me or like I live here, right? This is not where I am. If you watch some of my videos, I'm actually showing you where I'm at. Being authentic is an extremely important part of your poise, or how you carry yourself, your manner. Being authentic is an extremely important part of that, because today, in the world that we live in, it's so much easier for people to weed through the fakery. Are there people that get away with being fake and all of that? Absolutely. But there's a lot of ways now that we can find out if somebody is being true, that what you're seeing them present is correct. Don't be the one out there faking it. Trust me. People will pick up on it, even if they don't know that what you're saying may not be true, or what you're presenting may not be truly who you are. They can sense the falseness in you, and that may repel them from you, or you may draw out of yourself people you don't want to work with. Cannot say enough about how important authenticity is in this situation. And then another part of the power of poise is that as you are poised in the marketplace, you need to have concern, a genuine concern for the people that you are trying to reach, the people you want to help, the people who need your message, they need your services, they need your guidance to get them out of the problem that they are struggling with right now. They need to know that they are not just a number. They need to know that they're not just a paycheck to you. They need to know that they're not just my business coach used to, or still calls it, commission breath, which means you are just a commission. Like when you walk on a used car lot and you can just tell that they are just looking at you as, I got to get this sale in so I can make a percentage and get my paycheck. That's all that they are looking for. You can sense that. And that's why you tell them things like, I'm just looking, or I'll let you know if I have any questions, or you tell them, I'm not in the market right now, I want to think about it. A lot of times you do those things because you can sense that they don't care about you. There's no caring or concern. And that's why you're repelled by them. You don't want to be that same type of person in your space. You have to genuinely have a heart for the people you want to serve, I believe, to build a long-lasting legacy in this space you want to be in. Now, are there a bunch of people out there just for the paycheck? Absolutely. Are there coaches making millions out here, or at least making hundreds of thousands of dollars that don't care about folk? Yes. But that's certainly not a part of the tribe that I am building. That's certainly not the type of people I want to be emulating, and the type of people that I want to work with. And I would advise that you not go for those type of people who are not sincere. Now, you may not be coaching coaches. You may be, again, in the health space, helping people lose weight, helping people sculpt their body, helping people eradicate symptoms of certain diseases, whatever your expertise is. Or maybe you're in the financial area. Maybe you're helping people to build wealth, or maybe you're helping people to get out of debt, save money, buy a house, earn extra money, whatever your expertise is that you want to coach people on. Or maybe it's relationships. Maybe you're helping people in families, save a marriage, parent your kids better, work with a certain type of child, whatever that might be. You need to have a concern and a care for those individuals. Do not just be going after them because you can solve their problem and you can get them to pay you a lot of money. That's not going to be rewarding for you. And is that really the type of person that you want to be in this world? Is that the type of thing that you want to put out there in the world? Because guess what? The energy that you put out there in the world is what you're going to get back. The energy that you put out in life is what comes back to you. So if people don't think you care, what's the expression? If people don't care how much you know until they know how much you care. If people don't think you care, they're not going to be as drawn to you. Yes, you can get some people that way, but is that really what you want to put out? You need to be absolutely concerned about the folk. All of this is a part of your poise, the way you carry yourself in the world, the way you put yourself out there in the marketplace as you're building a high ticket coaching empire. It is so important. I think it is vitally important that you let folk know from day one that their concerns are your concerns, that the things that are hurting them hurt you, and that you understand what they're going through. That's what makes your messaging so powerful. When you can relate to what they're going through, either from personal experience or you at least have experience helping people out of that kind of problem, that's what's going to make you so much more powerful, is that you understand where they're coming from and where they want to go and can help them to get there. And if you would like to harness the power of poise in your business so that you can be in a completely aligned position, so that what you are saying matches who you are, matches where the people you want to work with, matches the service that you provide, matches the problem that you can help them to eradicate in their lives, and you want help making sure that your personal brand and your business brand all go together so that you are exuding that certainty, that class, that congruence, that concern for the people that you work with, I would love to talk to you. I'd love to talk to you to see if we are fit to help you to get there. My calendar is at melaniehunter.com/chat to book your free breakthrough call. Melanie Hunter with 2Ls.com/chat. Get on my calendar. I am this year building an army of 248 women, Black women, who want to change the world with their expertise. You're tired of just making your boss rich or making your employer rich. You're tired of just working day in and day out and not really having to show for it what you went into your industry for. Or maybe you want to build your high ticket coaching empire based on some expertise that you don't use in your daily job, that you do something on a personal level, whatever that is, and you have a heart for people. You want to have a classy experience. You want to travel the world. You want to have freedom for yourself and bring other people along with you. You want all of these things, and you know you can do it if you just knew how to put together your coaching business. I would love to talk to you. I would love to have you join this army that we are building that is going to change the world. But it starts with our conversation. It starts with you stepping out of your comfort zone and saying enough is enough. It comes to you saying, I don't know what I don't know, and I know what I do know. I want to use that expertise and what I do know to build the type of business that I don't know how to build, but maybe we can work together to get you there. We have to have a conversation. Go ahead to my calendar, melaniehunter.com/chat. Grab a spot on my calendar. Be sure to write the time down on your calendar as well so that you will not miss out on our life-changing, transformative conversation. If we're fit to work together, I'm going to get you started the day we talk. Moving towards your dream. Get you out of that job this year. 2022 can truly be your year, but it's not going to be your year unless you do something you've never done before. Get out of your comfort zone. Feel the fear, but do it anywhere, and let's have a conversation. It's a free call, and I look forward to having it with you. It's been my pleasure to share with you today. If you haven't seen the others in this series, please go back and watch those videos as well. But most importantly, go ahead to my calendar, melaniehunter.com/chat, and book your call. I look forward to meeting you, hearing your stories, and helping you to claim your dream of total freedom as you travel the world as a coach. I will talk to you soon. Take care. Bye-bye.